absolute classic of a cocktail called the Adonis, which technically only has 2 ingredients, maybe 3 if you count the bitters. Quantity-wise, it's kind of a personal preference thing, I think. Some recipes I see dictate that you use equal parts of sherry and sweet vermouth, and some suggest that you use more sherry than sweet vermouth, so I think I'm going to kind of play this by ear a little bit. The recipe itself, well, I'll tell you about the history once we've actually got started, I suppose. So I think normally you would use a Fino sherry for this. I have an Oloroso in the fridge, so I'm going to use that. If you want more information about sherries, the different types of sherry, what the different names mean, I will post a link below because I don't want to digress to that degree here. So I think what I'm going to go with is a bit of a kind of the halfway house between doing a 2-to-1 versus a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to use 1 3/4 of an ounce of sherry, and then I'm going to use 1 1/4 ounce of sweet vermouth, and then a hefty amount of orange bitters. Would be nice to garnish with an orange. Do I have an orange? No, but if you do, then a nice orange peel would be good. So this cocktail was first written about, I believe, in 1887. It was named after a Broadway musical called Adonis, or The Adonis, which I think started in Chicago and then moved to New York. It was supposedly the longest running musical of the time. And what am I doing? I want 1 1/4 ounce. I don't want that. I don't really know anything about the musical, but if any of you do, then I would be interested to learn in the comments. Okay, 1 1/4. There's a restaurant, or there used to be a restaurant before the pandemic. There used to be a restaurant in LA called Yours Truly, which did the Adonis. It was the first time I'd ever had it, and I think they didn't have the kind of license you need to serve spirits, so they tried to do a cocktail menu kind of based around like aperitifs and things like sherry that were fortified but not of a high enough alcoholic percentage to count as spirits, which I think is a commendable undertaking, you know. Often people haven't had anything like that before. Oh, you know what? I've done it wrong. It wasn't 1 1/4 ounces of... See? My head is in the clouds. It was 1 3/4. And I've done 1 1/4, so I need half an ounce. Okay. That's what happens when you make too many cocktail videos of an afternoon and are sipping on too many drinks. Okay, it was 1 1/4 ounces of this that I needed. There we go. And a load of orange bitters. Okay, am I going to try and do the fancy thing today? Should we try it? Oh, I don't know. Maybe we'll go like this. Okay, I got it all over the table. Don't do that at home. Just do it the regular way. Don't try and be fancy. We're going to stir this until it's nice and chilled and diluted, and I'm going to strain it into this little vintage glass, which I thought was appropriate kind of for the era that this drink was created. Okay, I think that will do. Let's strain it. That is a lot. I'm gonna have to put it down to do the old switcheroo. Okay. This is very full. I'm gonna spill this. Cheers. Use a bigger glass than I did, says the person who consistently moans about glasses being too big. Let's give this a sniff. It smells delicious. It smells orangey. It smells good. I'm majorly getting orangey, as you might be able to tell. Oh, that's good. Very refreshing in a weird way. Definitely a pre-dinner drink, I think. Want to get the appetite going. You've got all the complexity that comes with a great oloroso like this. It's dry, but you've got like a heap of flavour going on in there. You've got kind of caramelized notes, you've got some toffee, you've got some raisin, you've got just a really delicious blend of flavours. Again, as I said, we could talk about sherry for days, but that's not what we're here for. And then your vermouth is bringing some botanicals. We've kind of got all the... I feel like I can conceptualize this in my brain, but trying to put it into words is tough. The vermouth is bringing botanical elements, so things that are vegetal, herbal, all of that stuff going on over here, and then all this like richness of flavour going on over here from the sherry. So the caramel notes, the raisin, the dried fruit, all these kind of warm notes, and then kind of counterbalanced by these botanical notes coming in from this side, and a slight acidity as well from this. And I remember this from when I had the Adonis at yours truly. I remember finding that slight hint of acidity just tantalising, and then a little kind of freshness and top note of florality from the bitters. Great drink, and also really low alcohol, because what is it, 20%, and this will be about 16, 15. So a good drink if you're not looking to get schmammered, or if you're having to drive. I will say that with a forewarning, I don't tend to drink anything if I'm driving, and if you do, then please be very careful and make sure that you stay under the limit. Yes, that's my little disclaimer. But yeah, no, really nice drink. Also good if you know that you're going to be going out, and let's say that you're going for a meal and you know going onto a bar afterwards and everybody's ordering drinks, and you don't want to kind of end up having 16 cocktails by the end of the night that are all full of spirits. This is a great one because it's delicious, and it's also kind of just like a stronger glass of wine. So yes, would recommend. Not sessionable as one might describe an IPA, for example, but definitely a drink that will last you through the night. Okay, I'm gonna go because I think I've been rambling and saying a load of random stuff that has very little meaning or coherence to it. Anyway, hopefully by next week I will have gathered myself a little more and things will be a little more refined. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that simple 2/3 ingredient drink. Please hit the subscribe and like buttons below, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you back here next week.